Sadiq,
Sadiq.
did you look at any of the pictures from the Met Gala?
I did look at are you referring to Eid or are you referring to the
No, the actual Met Gala.
Oh yeah, I did.
What did you think?
Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Really?
Absolutely
It
stunning.
was trash. It was tragic. I hated it. I hated
Oh,
everything about it. It was so ugly.
No. Why?
I feel like people served harder on Eid, but that's just my opinion. I feel like brown girls in Cape Town are really doing the most for fashion these days. We're really pushing the boundaries. Everybody's wearing pants and blazers, and I love it.
No. Why? Wait. Why are we trashing the Met Gala?
Because it was bad. Everybody looked ugly. Don't you remember what Kylie Jenner wore? She looked like she was going to a trance party in 2013 on the top, and she was going to a matric dance in 2013 on the bottom.
Yeah, there was like she had like doves on her dress or something, or like the bottom of her was like the bottom of a chicken.
She was wearing like a ball gown vibe thing with like ruffles, and then a mesh white top over, and a baseball snapback cap backwards with a veil.
Nah, man. Like
No, I didn't like it. I thought it was ugly and stupid. Everybody was like, no, but it's for Virgil Abloh. Like, he's dead now. I don't care. I care for Virgil. I care for Virgil as a person. R.I.P. He was cool and stuff. But, like, you can't just be like, this dress is ugly, but the bride's dead, so the dress is actually not ugly. The dress is still ugly. The dress is just ugly.
But
that's how I feel.
Okay, who else was bad?
Everybody was bad. Hilary Clinton was there.
Hilary Clinton at the Met Gala?
Yeah, and she was wearing some stupid red dress with a bunch of names of women that inspired her on it. And I was like, shut up, Hilary. Go home to your husband. You don't know what he's doing all by his lonesome.
Look, to be honest, I don't know, like, what do you do at the Met Gala? Like,
you just be rich.
Oh, okay.
Do you know it's $30,000 for a ticket?
Okay, normal people go.
Yeah, if you have $30,000.
Yeah. Oh, it's open to the public.
Yeah,
$30,000.
apparently.
Beautiful.
But the theme was like Gilded Age or whatever, which was like the beginning of the 1900s, where industrialization had sort of like taken off and people were getting like exceptionally wealthy. But at the same time, people were experiencing like mass inequality. And for some reason, Anna Wintour thought this is the perfect theme to match the dystopian future currently happening in America and like the world in general. Let's celebrate the wealthy. So that's what they did. Like Riz Ahmed, who I love. I love Riz Ahmed now. This bruh sticks out and he's like, my outfit is a tribute or an homage to the immigrants. And I'm like, Riz, you wearing Ralph Lauren and you have Cartier jewelry, and then he has the audacity to say, no, the Cartier necklace that he's wearing is a traditionally like Indian or Pakistani like chain. I'm like, my bro, don't try.
I got it for a bit cheaper.
Yeah. People just need to learn about Gatesville. That's the secret.
Look here, if I had to wear a chain from Pakistan, I'd get gated here. You can wear it and like just... Oh, it's a fashion
He's
statement.
Pakistani though.
I didn't know.
Yeah, his name is Rizwan. Not Riz.
Rizwan.
Rizwan, yeah. I like him though. He was in that funny movie. What is it called? What is it called? Four Lions.
Oh, yes. That's a fire movie. I'm the Mujahideen and I'm making a scene.
MashaAllah, Brother Crow. It's a great movie about terrorists. I love it.
I love that movie.
It was really, really funny. When he puts it... There's a part in the movie where they're like trying to make bombs and prepare themselves to be like suicide bombers. So this bruh puts like a bomb vest on a bird. Then he puts the bird there, then he walks and then he's like, stay there. Then he's like, MashaAllah, Brother Crow.
I think my favorite part of that movie is where he goes to they're having a conference about people assuming everyone that's Muslim is a suicide bomber.
Yeah.
And he goes in, this one guy goes in and he stands up and he's like, so just because I'm a Muslim, you think I'm a bomber, right? And they're like, yeah, mashallah. And he takes his jacket off. And he has like bombs on him. And everyone's like, oh.
I love that movie.
And he raps to them. And then when he like pulls the bomb, it like shoots balloons out. And he's like, just because I'm Muslim, you thought it was real.
You know, it's a great movie. The other part where the bra like buys, what does he buy? Peroxide.
Oh,
He buys... I can't do the accent. But he's like, the one bra's like, how could you go and buy like 12 bottles of bleach? Like, people are going to be suspicious. And then he's like, no, I just pretended to be a woman. And I said I was dyeing my hair. And they're like, but you have a beard. And then he's like, no, I eat it. And they're like, how? And he goes like this. And then he goes, can I get 12 bottles of bleach, please?
The Life of Suicide Bombers is also one that
I haven't watched that.
Yeah, but it's never been a life that people have documented.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, I would be interested in that though.
I would.
But yeah, I thought the Met Gala was like disgusting and ugly, and everybody looked stupid.
Jeez.
Nobody's outfit was nice. I like Kendall Jenner just because.
Is she the Jenner that everyone likes?
I don't think anybody likes any of them. And then Kim was there with Pete. Oh. Bleh, bleh, bleh. I hated it because I was like, Kim, the first time that you came to the Met Gala, you were Kanye's +1.
Yeah.
Now you're bringing this muggy with bands on. And like, what?
Yeah, prior to this, Kim Kardashian, prior to Kanye's and her partnership, she wasn't invited.
Yeah, exactly. So just go home then. Just go home.
Anyway, earlier today, Taahirah made an absolutely disgusting statement. And usually I'm a friend, but today I was like, I was considering like, why do I subject myself to this? And
why is Idiot nodding at this? Stop nodding.
Yeah, Taahirah says that Fergie-licious Fergie, is a musical legend.
She is. She is. How can you say that she's not? I'm so... Bruh, glamorous, Fergalicious, my humps, London Bridge, all of the Black Eyed Peas songs that she was in, she is a legend. What are you talking about?
Is not.
Why?
Legend.
Why, Sorry? Tell me right now,
Okay.
why?
So, firstly, we use that term legend like super loosely.
Okay,
right
I agree,
now. We
but
definitely
like...
Black Eyed
deserves
Peas,
it.
sort of legendary. Fergie, solo artist. Not a chance. The only Fergie album that people know is the
Nobody
Touches.
cares about the album. What are you talking about? It's all
Then
about
how are you a
singles.
legend if no one cares about your album?
This is a new generation of singles, okay?
No.
It's about the single.
Look,
Is Drake a legend?
definitely.
Name one Drake album where you can listen to the whole thing without wanting to mock or protect teenage girls. Name one Drake album
I've
that doesn't suddenly turn you into a feminist that is concerned for women's rights.
I've got the album.
Because he scares you about the reality of young women.
Taahirah, I have the album. And it's a collab
Is it
album
Future?
with Future. Man, what a time. Yeah, Future, the Beyonce for men, basically.
God. So basically the way that this argument started with Sadiq was he showed me a picture of, Jack Harlow, and him being like one of the top 16,
16th highest listened to artist on Spotify.
which is disgusting because Jack Harlow is a cockroach.
Oh my God.
And he's a menace to society. I'm so sick of these white boys coming out of nowhere and everybody's like, oh my God, he's so amazing. I love him. I love white men. Shut up. He's so boring.
Jack Harlow is completely inoffensive.
That's the point. There's nothing revolutionary or fun or exciting about Jack Harlow. He's just another white bra rapping.
But he's cool.
So?
he's pretty cool. And he can rap really well. I can confirm to you. I just listened to his album today. He's a cornball, but he can rap.
And basically, First of all, I think Jack Harlow is terrible. This is the one point that I disagree with Kanye on, where I do not think that Jack Harlow is a top 5 rappers of our generation. I disagree with you, Kanye, respectfully. I think Kanye did say that in a Manic episode, though, so let's not take him too seriously.
No, we do take him.
No! Do you listen to everything I say in the middle of a Manic episode?
Yes!
No, bruh. Big mistake! That was like the first thing I told you when you met me. Don't take anything I say cop to. It's not real.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
But yeah, like, I said this is Dwmm. I hate Jack Harlow. And I was like, leave Fergie alone. Like, don't taint her art. And then Sadiq was like, oh, don't go talk about Fergie. Like, she's some legend. I was like, my bro, she is a legend. And that's now why we have fallen into this altercation.
Okay, so we giving the term legend to Fergie, which is basically what it does is it takes away from what the actual term legend means. Legend refers to people who have a legacy.
She has a legacy. Fergalicious is a legacy.
Fergalicious is a song.
If she wasn't a legend, why is Jack Harlow sampling her?
Okay.
Tell me then.
Wait. If Fergie is a legend, then Chingy is a legend.
Chingy is a legend.
Chingy is not a legend. Chingy is not a legend. Pulling Me Back, classic. One Call Away, classic.
I think that if your song can stand the test of time, that you are a legend.
What? No.
Okay, Katy Perry, for example, she's dead. Nobody knows her anymore. She's not a legend. Her songs do not stand the test of time.
You need more white friends.
I don't think that's something that you need to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't think that's something you need to be advocating for.
Yeah, you definitely don't need more white friends. But I mean, like, for white people, yeah, I guess she's a legend.
I would not. No. Who's another one who I don't believe in?
How do you feel about Gwen Stefani?
Oh, I love her.
Yeah,
She's phenomenal.
So Gwen Stefani is definitely a legend.
Yeah, she is. She is a legend.
She's better than Fergie.
Let Me Blow Your Mind is a phenomenal song. Also, that song Cool and the song with Akon where she's in jail. Great.
If I could escape.
Oh, phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Absolutely
Love her.
Phenomenal. But Fergie.
I love all the girls from the 2000s. They were so cool.
I just think that we are very quick to give people that status.
Fergie's a
I get it. Fergie came up in an era where
she did a cartwheel while singing.
that does not.
She didn't sing well while she did the cartwheel, but she did it.
She don't sing
Have
well.
you ever done a cartwheel with a mic in your hand and kind of singing?
I promise
Doubt
you
it.
at the next show. I really do.
I don't know.
But
I don't know many, other artists that have done a cartwheel while singing.
I don't know any other Fergie song outside of 2007.
She had that song about being a MILF.
Oh, tell me 3 words
Was
in
it
that
milk
song,
or
Taahirah. Tell me 3 words. Exactly.
It was something about a milkshake, but I can't say the words because it's like really, really
That's
terrible.
Khalees.
And I'm a Muslim and I don't believe in putting stuff in certain areas. Because she was like, put it in the front door and then the other door. And I said, no, Fergie. This is haram. Stop your cock.
Stop it.
Plus Kim Kardashian was in that video and I've decided that I hate her. I've just decided it just now. I hate her.
No.
No, I do because she's spitting on the name of Kanye by getting the stupid dog of a man around and I hate him.
Yeah.
And no, but did you see how Pete got a tattoo of
Yeah, I do. I did.
of
see
Kanye's children?
Maybe he loves his children.
That doesn't matter. You don't get the names of children written on your body. That's weird.
Truly.
Name one instance where putting a child's name on your body that isn't your child is acceptable. There is no such thing because it's not acceptable. He's weird.
I mean, like, you could tattoo your brother's kids' names on you.
He's not related to them in any way, Sadiq.
He is now.
He
He's their
met them
stepdaddy.
2 months
Like,
ago.
it's-
He met them 2 months ago. Let's just all remember that in our hearts.
People tat like ex-girlfriends on them all the time.
But everybody knows that Pete is weird. and that he gets like clingy very quickly. He branded Kim. I know way too much about this situation, and it's not my fault. I'm on the r/Kanye subreddit, and everybody just posts about Pete all the time. There's nothing to do with me and my curiosity. It's been shoved down my throat by Reddit.
Yeah, but Kanye is like our bipolar god, basically.
He is. He is. I appreciate him. What's going on in Ukraine? Is it finished there or what?
I actually haven't heard anything about Ukraine in a while. You know, like the Ukraine stopped being talked about since Johnny Depp became a thing.
Yeah. I have to say though, like Hollywood has really been pulling their weight recently. Like the elites have really stepped into their whole entire job. Like before they were like, no, I'm serious. I'm a serious person. Now they're like, you know what? Fuck it. I realized my only job is to entertain the proletariat, and that's what I'm here for. And everybody's being messy and ugly, and I love it. Coachella was a total disaster. Everybody looked ugly. None of the performances were worth even talking about. Okay, no, I lie. The weekend was quiet. The weekend was good. Okay, to be honest, I didn't look at the performances. The fashion was terrible. Stop dressing like a disco sky.
Stop.
A disco cowboy, I hate it. It's so outdated. It's like, come up with a new thing. Like, can't you just come up with a new idea?
Yeah. Like all the artists are like gonna be saying tramakasi in their videos. It's the outdated words.
I really didn't like that. The Met Gala was hilarious to watch. Now in America times, they're so much saying you can't have an abortion anymore. Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, they're giving us all the content, all the tea. I'm so busy watching their lives unfold in front of my eyes. Kim Kardashian and her family are just like, yeah, listen, this is our lives, we're a mess. Listen, come see what we did. Everybody's really pulling their weight and really entertaining us as the peasant class. And I'm happy for that.
I mean, like, look, if we look at what's getting attention right now, it's the Met Gala. Underneath that is the Johnny Depp thing. Underneath that is the abortion thing.
Yeah.
And underneath that is war. So, distraction attack. But can I get your word on the abortion story?
I think America, like Jamie said it last week, but America cannot be a real place at this point. Like, are we sure? Are we sure it's real? Has anyone like been there before that can testify to it being a real place? Because surely not. I feel like they just pressed like reset factory settings on that whole country, and now they're just going backwards. So I can't have an abortion. Are you mad? Do you know, my mommy told me when I was young, she took me to an abortion protest. And I was like, wow, mommy, that's so like progressive of you. I was 2 years old at the time. And I was like, wow, mommy, I love this. Like, you're so progressive. And she was like, no, it was an anti-abortion protest. I said, no! You did it on my consent! I would never have gone to such a protest. If anybody finds a picture of me being 2 years old at that protest, I wasn't there.
Sure.
4 years old at the Hamas meeting, I was there.
Sure. Jesus. Look,
it's a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke, Jesus.
But, yeah, I think it's stupid. I don't know how they could do something. I mean, I know how they can do it. Like, they've been doing it. The Supreme Court is stupid. They have a stupid idea of democracy. They don't even have a constitution that makes sense. Everything in that country is stupid. So the fact that they are able to roll back abortion laws is not even surprising to me. It's just that you do it in 2020. Like, 2022. Like, why, friends? Stupid.
It kind of hurts, though, to, like, in the position of Muslim people speaking about abortion when, like there's a decree on it and whatnot.
Yeah.
So what is your expectation of, like, Muslim people speaking out on it? Because when the topic comes up, everyone's, hush, 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 don't speak on it, don't speak about it.
Women have the right to choose what happens to their bodies. Not everybody is a Muslim. Not everybody lives by your religious beliefs. And people can do whatever they want with their bodies. Even Muslim people can do whatever they want with their bodies. It's not your place to come and tell them what they need to be doing. That's between them and God.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I'm very irritated by...
I get
I
irritated as
wanna
well.
just like get into this now, but like when it comes to the abortion stuff and like so many other topics that Muslim people feel the need to chirp in with, like with regards to Islam specifically, it's like you can have an Islamic perspective on certain things and you can have your values and whatever, but please bear in mind that we live in a secular state and you can't be pushing your beliefs on everybody else. Like if that's what you believe, then keep it to yourself. That's fine. You implement it in your own life. You don't want to be gay. You don't want to kill a child in your stomach. Fine. That's your business. Leave other people to do their business. I don't understand.
I think I know where the problem is with what you like and how they receiving what you're saying. Also, it's because you giving their solution to them in a Western sense, and they are receiving their information obviously through scripture. But I think something that people should probably point out is that the devil cannot really interfere with what you're doing, but can make it easier for you to commit sin.
Sorry,
like-
came straight out the Ramadan with
did.
the dawah.
I did. So yeah, it's gonna be easier for you to have an abortion, but at the end of the day, you still have free will, and you wanting to control law.
Yeah.
That's not the buzz, bruh.
Yeah. And you can like have your religious beliefs about it, but the law of a country doesn't need to be centered around your religious beliefs. America isn't a theocracy. They don't Christianity is not like enshrined in their constitution, and it's not enshrined in our constitution either. Separation of church and state, stupid losers. So yeah, like people are free to live within their religion and to live by their religion, and people are free to not. And the religious folk must be happy with that. The reason that you have the freedom to express your religious opinions is the same reason that people are allowed to be atheists and not believe in the same stuff that you do.
Truly.
That's how it works. Yeah.
Oh,
People are stupid.
can I take you on another left turn for something?
Oh, wait, I just want to tell you.
Hit me.
Sorry. Was I very loud?
You normal volume. You're
Oh.
always loud.
Do you know, like, during Ramadan, I was, like, sitting at Buka time with, like, my parents all the time. And every time I spoke, my brother was like, shut the fuck up. But he was like, you so loud. And then I tried to whisper. And he was like, you whispering loudly. He's like, I fasted the whole day. Can you not just shush and let me eat? I said, no! And I said, I haven't. I'm just sitting in my room doing my work the whole day, and I'm not having any conversations with anybody. So that by the time it's Buka time, I have so many ideas and things that I want to share. And you know, I'm really excited to have a conversation with people. My daddy always lets me talk, though. He always has my back. Anyway, that was like a very.
Does he back and forth with you?
My dad. Yeah, you are so bad when my daddy to come on the podcast, but he's like, no.
No. Damn.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Anyway, so on Eid Day, there was like this Eid Salah in my area, like a mass Eid Salah thing. And they got this one guy to come and speak. And for the most part, his khutbah was nice. One of the things that he said, though, was, men, please don't forget to thank your wives for all the hard work that they put into this month by putting food on your table every night and providing for you. Me, I got angry. I said no. Because that was also the only time that he brought up women in that entire khutbah. He's like, the women must be thanked for the amazing work this month.
Look, shame, man. Look, I don't think his intention was to, like, get into a gender debate or anything.
Probably not, but he's stupid.
Yeah. So, like, for something like that, like, people would want to cancel him for saying something like that. It's like,
I don't want to cancel him. I'm just so tired of like the misogyny that's so deeply entrenched in the culture around Islam, when like the actual religion itself is not patriarchal in any way.
yeah.
So it's annoying. Also, what do you think that Muslim women just like lamb and cook the whole Ramadan? Like it's just samosas, kusistas, dalchis. That's all you do. Stupid. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. We were
No,
talking
that's
about
okay.
the fact that the
So-
war in Ukraine is the bottom of the list. Oh, I'm very opgewend today. I have so many ideas running through my brain.
it's okay. Somebody said something very ugly to me.
Oh no, who said it?
So it's one of those, one of those people who are like always woke all the time,
Yeah.
and they were like, yeah, eat clothes. It's like a bit elitist in a way, and I was like,
Eid is elitist. Well, I'm sorry, I'm celebrating the end of Ramadan, I guess.
Yeah.
It's part of my religion.
but people were like, yeah, and this buying clothes and stuff. I was just like, yo.
Why did that irritate you?
I was just like, I'm so tired of like, why are we gonna quarrel about this now? Can't we like just stop quarreling about
Yeah.
everything?
I
all the
quarrel
time?
about everything though, and you employ me to do
Yeah,
this.
but like, no man, it's like the thing is, you quarrel about necessary things when we're talking about serious shit, and
I don't know if that's true. I just went on a whole tangent about why I hate skeet.
yeah, but that's the bullshit. But when it's on, I like, sometimes people are using their serious tone,
Yeah.
and are like, we should really talk about the buying of Eid clothes during. And I was like, guys,
Look,
stop.
sometimes your politics need to be quiet, okay? You don't have to share your opinion with anybody else. Just so you big and do it on your own. Not everything that you say is like worth hearing. I'm sorry, but like that's what social media is now. Like people open their beak all the time thinking that like, oh my god, the world needs to hear this gospel. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes your opinion doesn't matter. Once again, I am advocating for authoritarianism. Take free speech away from this man, sir.
Yeah. That was basically my call. Thank you for resolving my issue.
I'll try my best, But like, I do think that that maybe people shouldn't spend so much money on Eid. Just in general, it's difficult to not spend money on Eid. Like
Why do we spend so much money on Eid?
because we want to look nice.
Yeah.
But I mean, like it is the sunnah to dress nicely on an Eid day. But the Prophet said like you don't have to, go and buy new things. You just have to make sure that the clothes that you have are clean. That's like all. But people mustn't get so opgewend, man. I was getting opgewend about something. What was it?
Yeah, look, I mean, there are a lot of
My brain.
elements of our culture that has like richness to it. So, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't think that like Eid itself or like Islam itself can be blamed for those things. It's just Muslims.
Not even Muslims, some so.
Islam, so
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Oh, what I was getting opgewend about was Vladimir Putin has cancer, guys. Pray for Vlad. Pray for Vlad. He's going to get surgery. Let's all pray that he has a speedy recovery because we care about human rights. All human rights, even Vlad. Right?
What should people hope for when it comes to Vlad right now? Like,
I'm hoping for his mental and physical well-being. He was probably poisoned. I think he was poisoned.
Yeah.
People will poison Vlad.
I mean, the best of people usually get born.
But yeah, so he has cancer and he has Parkinson's. He's having a hard time. Don't make jokes about Vlad like that.
Yeah.
He's a good man who was a KGB agent and he rides bears.
Yeah, truly. I mean, so if people are gonna pray for Vlad, isn't that also us caring about the elite?
Yeah,
time?
I mean, whatever. I mean, yeah, like Vlad is an elite, but he's like a particularly important person because he's the leader of a very aggressive country at the moment. And a country that's like very important in the international arena.
Okay.
So
yeah,
and if Vlad dies, the person that takes control, he's the head of he's a spy master. That's what he's called, I think. And he's even more intense than Vlad. He's like, no, we need to restore Mother Russia. Yeah. So he's gonna be more intense than Vlad. So pray for Vlad.
Okay. I understand that. That makes
Someone
sense.
calls Zelensky a Nazi the other day. That was funny to watch.
Ooh.
Yeah, they were like, oh, I can't remember who said it. It was a Russian. They were talking about like denazification and all of this stuff. And then Zelensky was like, there's no denazification. I am a Jewish man. And then someone was like, Hitler had Jew blood in him also. So. And then Israel was like, this is a hate crime.
Yo. Look, what is happening in Palestine right now? I feel like it's just left the news completely. It's underneath.
It wasn't
war.
even in the news, to be honest. It was barely scraping the surface. It was only like Middle Eastern news outlets that were really reporting on it. Like even the independent journalists that I follow, they covered it like once and like mentioned it a little bit. But yeah, it's sort of like back to regular scheduling. Yeah. I mean, like, Palestine continues to face occupation and siege on Gaza and colonialism and all of that. And, like, all of these refugees from Ukraine just, like, get instant access to Israel and the occupied territories. And somehow, like, Palestinians that were kicked out don't get the right of return, even though that's what was promised to them. Interesting.
So overall, the news is just in like a calmed out phase where everything has just been shifted out.
Yeah, we're all focusing on Johnny Depp and Amber Heard right now. That's where the real tea is. Did this white lady get beat up or did this white man get beat up?
It's important stuff.
It is important. I personally think that Amber Heard is causing a lot of damage. I mean, I don't know how much, like, you know, normal middle to lower class women are watching this trial, but I think that the way that she testified over the last 2 days, and it was like really bad. It was really, really bad. Like, you can tell that she's lying, unfortunately.
Jesus.
And she's lying about very horrific stuff, which makes it even more upsetting. Like, even my mom, when I told my mom about it, she was like, oh, this is terrible for actual victims. I was like,
Yeah. Look,
she's the worst.
I just Googled top stories in South Africa.
Let's hear it.
It's stuff about the Curry Cup, bro. Like, the first
Is that
thing
rugby or cricket?
It's rugby.
Well, I don't care for either, so it wouldn't have made a difference.
Hitchhikers get people getting shot. Man United transfer news. Court says Malema is prejudiced in long-running assault. What? Oh, wow. Leader of the EFF, Julius Malema, and MP Mbuyiseni
Ndlozi. Say his name, please.
Mbuyiseni
Ndlozi. He's the love of my life.
Randburg
Sorry, Rio.
Magistrates Court.
Sorry, are you reading or what?
I'm trying to read. It's Friday.
Aren't you a teacher?
I'm tired.
Sorry, is a teacher, everybody.
No, I'm not. Okay, I am a teacher and a musician.
And a producer of this amazing podcast. Read the story.
Oh, there's a lot of big ones.
I don't have my specs, but I'll give it a go. Okay. Let's see from the top. Court says Malema and Ndlozi prejudiced in long-running assault case. Pretoria. The trial of the EFF leader Julius Malema and MP Mbuyiseni Ndlozi has once again been postponed before the Randburg Magistrates Court because a scheduled witness identified as a General Zulu was not available to take the stand.
What is this case?
They were in a common assault case. Did they assault someone?
Did they?
Guys!
Wait.
There was a sick note. The court finds that the mere production of the sick note, the court finds it very suspicious that there is no more reason with regards to her availability and what is this medical condition preventing her from testifying as indicated previously. Oh, for allegedly assaulting a cop.
Oh, okay. That's
fine.
That's fine.
I'm not moaning about that, eh?
I'm very proud of us. This has been a very inoffensive episode. Like,
I just said pray for Vlad.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's completely fine. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but like, what's going on in Ukraine for real? It seems like nothing is going on then. Every time we must come on the news and pray for Ukraine. What's going on? Keep it interesting.
Keep it interesting.
Keep it interesting. You can't expect us to have our attention drawn away from Amber Heard and Johnny Depp if you aren't gonna like use some nuclear weapons or something.
Poland are gonna come now. Poland are gonna be a thing.
Where they going?
Kremlin says Poland might be a source of threat.
Yeah, well, they've been waiting to take Poland again.
Let me see.
Poland must hou op, jong. I don't know why they're going there. They're such a small little country. Russia's gonna eat you alive. They've been waiting. They've been waiting to take Poland back.
Yeah, but personally, like we said in like a few weeks ago, it's still low on my agenda.
Yeah.
I still haven't. I like even when I read articles about it, I get.
It's so boring.
It's so boring. It's so boring.
It's so boring.
Yo.
Every day they are gaining on Kiev. They are Mariupol, Donbass region. Guys, take it or leave it, please. But make it interesting, man.
Yeah.
There's not even nothing going on anymore, and I'm so sick of it.
Yeah, it's not even it's not the number one thing.
And honestly, like Zelensky, I don't know why people keep talking about him like he's this like war hero or something. Man's is in a bunker on TV every single day. He basically has a podcast. That's what Zelensky is. He has a podcast. It's not like he is out in the streets with the AK-47 like gunning down Russian soldiers. He's sitting in a green t-shirt talking cuck all day.
Wow.
That's my opinion.
There has been public
So much
disapproval on
caffeine
social
today.
media and other media platforms about this trip, with many criticizing the DA for investing time and money on an issue which does not involve the Southern African region. So
What is this, the DA getting involved in Ukraine?
Yeah, John Steenhuisen says because he visited Ukraine and he's obviously
that
receiving
man.
a lot of flack now because he was going on a fact-finding mission.
Why don't you go on a fact-finding mission to the people that are living around the corner from you, you haunt? Just go round the corner to the people whose tents you confiscated last year. Why don't you go do a fact-finding mission there? Stupid.
It was
I
also
hate
about
that
world
man.
energy prices and all that type of stuff. Oh my
Basically, no, he is the sorry. What is the exact title of this Dwmm?
The leader of the DA.
No, man, but he used to be the ward councillor of Sea Point and that area, wasn't he?
Oh, the brow who caught on nonsense in Sea Point.
John Steenhuisen.
Is it him?
Wasn't he the ward councillor of Sea Point or something? Anyway, regardless, he's a loser. He basically sent out a whole bunch of letters to people in Sea Point, to like the residents of Sea Point, and said to them like, tell us what you'd like to do with the homeless people. Like, should we put them in gas chambers? Or like, should we just like steal their ID so that they can't go vote? Should we just confiscate their tents?
Yeah,
Should we just use like water hoses on them and chuck them away? What should we
this
do?
article says that the leader of the DA believes that his interest in the Russia-Ukraine conflict is justified as it has had severe consequences on the cost of living of South Africans. Ooh.
But that's not that hasn't got anything to do with Ukraine. That's because everybody is putting sanctions on Russia, and so now oil is more expensive here because we're relying on the Arabs that side, and we have to import a whole bunch of wheat from Russia. That's what's making it expensive. You stupid loser. Yeah, I John Steenhuisen. Curse him.
Is he the guy from the advert?
Yeah, he's a white man.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't he the-
service delivery man.
Yeah, with the road.
Okay.
That ad, that was him.
Yeah, I know him.
Loser.
Yo. Every time we talk about these things, I'm like, damn, yo, I really need to read up. about
You
things.
don't.
But-
You don't have
but
to read
it
up.
turns out I
The
don't need to
same
read up.
thing is happening all the time. White people are being rude to black people. That's like the crux of the matter.
Yeah.
But when the DA was like crying about Ukraine all the time, I was like, why are you going on when the Cape Flats looks worse than Ukraine? Like, why are you going on so? There's more military presence in Lavender Hill in any case.
Oh my god. I experienced something very interesting this week that I wanted to talk to you about.
Let's hear it.
Well, not this week, it was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So I do this like exchange program with a few kids. And so basically it's a black school, a poor colored school, a white school,
Yeah.
and a white boys school and a white girls school.
Are you gonna name drop or are we gonna keep it?
No, I'm not gonna name them.
Aight.
And basically we let these learners like work together. They have school for one day at one of these schools particularly.
Okay.
And they swap, and it's like a good integration program generally. So it's like to open
Yeah.
learners' eyes to what.
So the
what
white
they
children
have.
come into your school.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're coming there soon,
Love it.
and
Can I be there that day?
definitely. So what happened at the first one was in the groups, these kids like they'll get like markers to start their project together, and I took a video of it actually. I walked through the groups, and in every one of the groups, the white kids were taking the markers and all of a sudden decided they were the leaders of the group and like were dominating the talking. And I could see like kids who were confident at our schools like almost lose their confidence in that minute. And it was one of the most disheartening things I've ever seen.
That makes me really sad.
Yeah. And I've been thinking about how do we instill confidence in our kids a lot lately.
I don't know, no, but like I do see it quite often. Even when I was like at university, it was this thing where you'd be in like a tat or a lecture and this white bro would put his hand up and you'd say the wrong answer with like the most confidence. And you'd be like, bruh, that wasn't the right answer. Don't put your hand up. But they have such a lot of confidence when they do it. It's like, even if they're wrong, they're like, whatever. I probably wasn't wrong. That lecturer was wrong. I don't know where white people get their confidence from. Probably from like
Look at
indoctrination.
yeah, definitely. And like when a white child chirps a teacher from like a colored or black school, it's a different way to deal with things, obviously.
What do you mean? How, like, what do they do?
So if they like lift up their hand, they crack a joke. Now, if one of my kids are gonna do that, I'm gonna like we're gonna chirp back. We have a good relationship. I'm gonna settle you down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chirp back at this child, and he's gonna cry and tell his mommy, and his mommy's gonna sue me for like telling
I've
him.
shouted at a white child before.
Telling him not to shout at him. Just be like, lift up your hand, something like that.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like.
But I think that like people of like colored people are probably we taught to like question ourselves a lot more and doubt ourselves. Also, I never felt like I was the smartest person in a room.
Were
maybe
there white
this
children at your
room.
school?
I feel like I'm maybe.
But were there white children in your class at school?
When I was in primary school, there was no white people. There was this one white guy. His name was Garth. He didn't seem white though. He didn't seem white at all. He was like, like a colored accent, and he did colored things like salt drugs. So I don't think that he like counts. But
Shout out, God.
Shout out God. When I went to Wamba Girls, it was like such a massive transition for me because I went from this like school in the ghetto. I've told the story before, but like somebody asked me to hold their gun, and I was like, no. when I was in grade 6, and this bro was like, Taahirah, can you just like keep my gun in your bag because they're gonna search me today, and like I can't get caught with this gun. I was like, homie.
Hold your own gun.
Yeah, and he still took it out of his bag, and he was like, yo. I said, no. Go on, hold your gun, don't be silly. So it was weird for me to go from like that environment to Wynberg Girls, Helen Ziller's alma mater. And I remember my mommy saying to me, Taahirah, stop saying yeah, say yes when they ask you a question. I go to this interview, they ask me a question, I say yeah. Yeah. And to this day, I've never mastered the art of saying yes or yes even. I just say yeah. Like sometimes I'm on a phone call with like work people, and I'm like, yeah. I can't do it. But yeah, so there was white people at my school when I went to Wynberg Girls. There were white people there, and they used to go, "No, Taahirah, no,
Nori.
no, Taahirah." And
So
I
how
was
was
like,
it being in class with him for the first time in grade 8?
it was so strange for me.
Why? Like,
I just didn't know how, because I was like, I didn't have experience with white people outside of like watching them on the movies.
yeah.
And you know what was weird? No? I don't know. Okay, maybe you won't know this magazine because you're a boy. Gender norms and all that. It's called Saltwater Girl.
Oh, no, I don't know that. I know
Girls
Glamour.
magazine. It was like 17, but the like hippie
Oh, okay.
version, like
Oh,
for
okay.
surfer girls or whatever. And I was so obsessed with that magazine, but I wasn't white. So then they were doing like all of these. There was always this like beauty section, like DIY beauty hacks or whatever, where you have to like spray salt water into your hair to get beachy waves. And I did it, and I was like, why the fuck do I not look like Vanessa Hudgens? Like I did it. I did everything you said. Why don't I look like Vanessa Hudgens? And then they were like, this eyeshadow is the perfect tone for your skin, blah, blah, blah. It'll make your eyes pop. I tried. I'm like, don't make it pop. What's going on? Then I realized it's because I'm not white. This magazine is for white girls that wear Lizzie and Roxy and that. And I'm not them. And then I was like, oh, I'm not white. That's the difference between me and you. I'm not white.
It's a real thing. Like I'm like wondering right now about like new students entering university. Like, so when I went to university, it was the first time I saw white people.
Okay.
And like
Wait, what high school did you go to?
SP.
I knew it was SP.
Of course. Which isn't really an underprivileged school
My
at
parents
all.
went to SP,
It's
and
like
I so badly wanted to go to SP, but they were like, no, you're getting a good education.
SP's alright. Like the fees was 4,000 rand a year, but if you're paying for fees, then it's not a poor school.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is, I interacted with like white people for the first time, and it's actually a bit scary.
It is scary.
Like, because I was actually like, I was the only person from SP not in like an A class. I was in the E class, and I got into UCT only because I did well at NBTs. So
Nice.
I was like a dumb lady at SP, and then at UCT I was around white people who are like try to like sap your confidence and shit.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just have that much confidence
Yeah.
that your confidence like depletes in class.
Yeah, I think so.
But I can confirm to you that throughout my entire undergrad, I didn't give one answer in a lecture.
No, me either. Not one time. Not once did I put my hand up. Liam and Kyle and Brian, they all put their hands up.
Brian.
Not me, not never. I sat there, choop still. I said, I'm not going to give an answer. I know I'm wrong. Even if I'm right, I'm wrong. Because you just like have to, you always have like imposter syndrome, you know? And then what makes it worse is especially at university, these white fuckers have the audacity to tell you that you're only there because of BE and the quota system. That's why you got into this university. But my sister Kayla would have gotten in because she got 80% for maths.
80%. Say grote skeer like a white person.
I can't do a white accent. I can't.
Grote
Skeer. Whatever. The point of the matter being, white people, they're very confident for who they are. I would not be so confident on land I stole. Like, Sadiq, if I come into your house, am I confident? Am I big back? Am I like, Sadiq, give me that tea over there.
Yeah.
Do I put my hand up and give your
Yeah.
mommy answers? No, I sit quietly.
Yeah.
Because it's not my land. It's not my house.
Yes, auntie.
Yeah. That's the other thing. A lot of those white people don't have respect, yo. Me, when I remember going to university and I'm like, must I call you uncle, professor, or like what?
Meneer.
I can't must now call you by your name. Like,
Yeah,
that's rude. I
that
can't.
is freak weird.
It really
Yo,
is, eh?
It's stuck weird.
Yo, I remember like still being introduced to one of my professors and I was like, Mr. Uncle. Mr. Sir.
Yeah, people, and then I heard like a student like call the lecturer or even the tat person like by their name. I couldn't even call tat people by their names.
No.
Like, it took me a while to realize, like, oh,
They're like a year older than you.
yeah. And we can first name each other here and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Very weird.
For sure.
Very weird.
But when I was at Wamba Girls, I think maybe one of the reasons that my confidence was knocked so much was because the school just seemed to always show appreciation for white students over anybody else. There was rules about hair where black girls couldn't have certain hairstyles. White bitches could get their hair cut however they wanted, dye it, do whatever they want, wouldn't be a problem. Second, a black girl has a certain hairstyle, then it's like an issue. If your braids were like too thick or whatever, that was a problem. White girls were just given a whole lot of attention. There was actually this page on Instagram. I think it's called like WGHS Stories. I don't know if you maybe want to go find it on Instagram. But it was basically after the George Floyd murder, like there was the whole Black Lives Matter movement, and then some of that had like filtered into South Africa and into these little things where a bunch of girls from Wamba Girls were coming forward to tell their stories about like how they had been discriminated against at school. One of the things that I had experienced there was that our valedictory was on the same day as Eid, and they wouldn't move valedictory for us. They were like, there's only 9 Muslim students, so we're not going to move our date for you.
Ugh.
Other than that, it was just like white girls going on the stage every week to win an award, and it's like, why don't I get to win an award? Not even once for most creative or anything.
Yeah. Most improved.
Yeah, I should have gotten most improved.
Yeah.
No, I should have. And you know what? Now a white girl, listen. Oh, let me tell my story. This is my truth. Let me tell my story. Okay, so I'm bad at maths now. I don't know. I don't know nothing. You can ask me a fraction. If it's not what is a half plus a half, I don't know.
What is a half plus a half?
It's 1, I think.
Okay.
It is 1. It is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was bad at maths, and in grade 11, I was like failing maths in the second term. Like I think I got 33%. I went to maths tuition with Turkish old men. I worked and worked. I did all the past papers that ever existed, literally that ever existed. And then by by term 3, I'd gotten my maths mark from 33% to 71%. Now, surely, I should have won the award for most improved, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah.
The bitch that won over me, number 1, she was white. Number 2, she went from failing standard maths to moving to maths lit and getting an A.
Nice.
That doesn't count!
No, come on. Maths
It doesn't count!
Nah,
You
man.
can't go from failing maths lit to then going in. It's like saying I was failing in geography. I mean, I was failing in physics. Then I went to go do geography, and now
man.
I'm an A student. That's not improving.
No, man.
No, that doesn't count.
It does count.
You can't go from like algebra to word sums and tell me that you improved.
Definitely counts. Definitely counts.
I don't think so.
Yo, we gotta stop undermining maths lit, guys. Surely. Why are we like
No,
that?
but be honest with me, Sadiq. You can't. I should have won that award, bruh.
You don't
This
deserve.
kid.
That kid made better decisions than you. You don't even use maths.
What do you even do in maths lit? Maybe I don't understand. You
What time
learn
is
about
this
like
watch
puzzles.
Maths lit is very important.
No,
Very
I don't
important.
think maths lit is a real thing.
It's definitely a real.
Back in the day, it was higher grade and standard grade
Which
maths.
is also
Remember?
stupid. That's a stupid ass system.
Well, my thing is maths lit is embarrassing. If you can't
How
do
can-
trigonometry and linear algebra like me, and if you just using word sums, Betty had 6 watermelons, that don't count as maths. I should have won the award, Sadiq.
No, you should not
That's
have won
the
that
point.
award.
I should have won most improved just once. I just wanted one award. I just wanted one. I didn't want. I didn't want to win the award for like anything else. Head of best of culture, best of dance, best of nothing. I didn't want. I knew I wasn't the best at anything. But
Did you
white
also
people
do
had
dance
that.
as a subject?
No, it just.
Not your. I did dance as a subject.
But that, I was telling you this the other night there. But when I was in primary school, they offered like kind of extracurricular activities, but it was the ghetto school, so it wasn't really.
I'm feeling very undermined about it.
Nah, don't feel
I
bad. Don't
did
feel bad.
dance as a subject.
No, but so I said to my mommy, like, can I please do ballet? Like all the other girls in my class, like, please, can I do ballet? She was like, no, it's not Islamic. So I missed out on that opportunity. That's why I don't have any feminine energy. I was actually thinking about that. My mind is like scattered. I've had so many cups of coffee today. But yeah, I'm not going to go into that topic.
It's very early. Like,
It is.
yo.
But yeah, basically the model of the story is that Taahirah should have won.
Won, no.
I
Yes,
should have
you should have
won.
won the award.
I should have won the award for most improved.
Jesus.
How come you don't win awards any other time in life?
you
I
should
could
not
win
have
the award for most improved now.
we were just having a nice conversation, bashing white people, and then you were like, I should have won the award, Matt. Let this cack. I'm like,
I'm gonna let you finish, but I should have done that. No.
you really should. Yeah, you literally should have. Hold on, I'm gonna let you finish, but you did math.
You did maths. It doesn't count.
No. Yo,
I would have done that. It would have been phenomenal.
I did win that award at school.
And if I didn't win that award, I should win an award now for most improved still, because I did improve.
No.
I have improved. I've
Yo.
improved as a person, personal levels.
Yes, but growth is internal, and we need to reflect.
I want an award for that.
Good vibes.
How come you just can't get an award for it?
You earn these things.
You know what we should do as friends? We
Yes.
should have an award ceremony.
We
should have a
should
friends
do that.
award ceremony.
We should do that. We should have.
I'm gonna give you most creative. Can you
Okay.
give me most improved?
I'll give you most improved. Maybe. I don't know. It could be a bit tough.
I do.
Alright. Thank
Yeah.
you, everybody, for
Most
beautiful
improved
evening.
podcast of the year. Inshallah.
Inshallah, ameen.
Peace out. 8 down.
Peace out. Jack.